Hello everyone, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be going over all of the reveals from Warhammer Fest Day 2. As I'm sure you're aware, the Day 2 is going to be all the Sigmar releases. And while you might say, well, Zach, you don't actually play Age of Sigmar or have a Sigmar channel. And while that is true, a lot of their models do find their way into my kit bashes and conversions, especially for the Kroot army and for my secret 8th army that I am planning out. There's going to be a lot of Sigmar in there. So I'm always excited to see what is coming for that game and what I can potentially steal from it. So without further ado, let's jump in and let's see what they showed us today. So first things first, and I have a feeling this is going to be a popular one because I know a lot of people do love their filthy ratses. We have a new Skaven Deathmaster. Very cool looking model. I know a little bit about them from the lore, different books I've read. In the end times, there was that tragic thing where one of them somehow assassinated the High Dwarf King. I know people really hated that, but it's a cool model. Of course, he's on his heroic rock. His is a taller than average rock. He's got cool like poison dripping off of his daggers and stuff. This seems to be just a normal Deathmaster, not like a Deathmaster Snicketch or whatever his name was. But yeah, very cool model. I like it. I don't see. You know what? If I really wanted to, if I wanted like a Kroot assassin, I could probably use this. Chop the head off, chop the tail off, and make something Krooty with it. But yeah, it's a cool model. I'm sure if you collect Skaven, that'll be a welcome. Unfortunately, it's just this one. I know that it's pretty old range, so you probably wanted more than just this guy. But yeah, if you like it, let me know in the comments what you think about it. Of course, to go along with this cool model and some of the other models coming up, there is your new codex, or I guess they're called what are they called, battle tomes for Age of Sigmar. Fucking weirdos, gotta have your different name for shit. No, I'm just joking. But I don't know if that's new artwork or if that's a reused art piece, but hopefully either way, you guys are excited to get your new rules. I know that's always a big anticipation for every game. But moving on from Skaven, we have this angry tree lady. Again, I was big into fantasy. I'm not super familiar with the lore of Age of Sigmar. I don't know if this is a new character or an old character, but she's called the Lady of Vines. It's a really cool model. I think it'd be a really cool centerpiece for your army. Looks like she is quite big. You see her stepping on a plague bear there, and she's easily 2 or 3 times his size. So quite a large scale character, probably on par with like a Demon Prince sized model. Um, yeah, and I really like it. It looks really cool. Again, no use for me, I don't think. I mean, if anybody just gives me stuff, I'll find a way to use it. But yeah, I don't see myself getting this piece here, but I really like it. Very cool model. If you collect Sylvaneth, I'm sure this is going to tickle your fancy. We got some close-up images here. You can see that nasty little Nurgle boy getting squashed. That's pretty funny. Um, She's got Sylvaneth. They have a lot of these little like blue bugs all over them. I don't really know what's up with those, but I actually have some of them that I'm going to be using for like bases for Kroot and stuff. They just fit well with like a jungle theme. But yeah, so this lady is not the only thing coming for you, tree-loving hippies. You actually got quite a lot here. I think the most of anybody. Next, we have these. These are called Gossamer Archers, and these guys are like, again. So if things just kind of always happen and just kind of work out, and I end up like getting models that I didn't necessarily expect, whether I just find a really good deal or something, but. So these are ones, if I happen across these, I definitely can find a use for them. Wings are never not going to be of use, and these ones look pretty cool. Also the bows, I could see myself making like a cool Vespid conversion with these. Either replacing the whole body with Kroot, or maybe finding some way to bugify it to actually be a Vespid. So a couple interesting options there. Yeah, not too much else to say. Like same with the other ones. They're all very well made models. Like I haven't seen a bad GW model in a while. They've all been impressive and good looking in their own way. Obviously, when they show them off like this, they're all painted very well. But like I said, I don't play an elf faction. If I did, ooh, you know what? These would be really cool if you had like an Exodite force. I could see definitely using these guys to make like what's the Eldar winged guys? Swooping hawks. You could make some really cool Exodite swooping hawks out of these. I think that would work well and give that sort of more animal theme, nature theme to that army. But anyways, these guys are, again, they're still not the only thing shown off for Sylvaneth. We have some more coming up here, and that is these guys. So these are the Spite Rider Lancers. They appear to be more tree elves riding on large bug things. And I saw somebody in the Kroot group mention this, and it's what jumps out to me too. These would be excellent if you wanted to have that real mixed race Tau auxiliary army. You could definitely make a Vespid conversion out of this. Now, some people might look at this and be like, oh, what could that be? Well, to me, several things jump out. I think that could easily be a Remora. Stick a couple guns on there. It's probably the right size to be a Remora. You could also probably pass it as a Tetra, although it's maybe a little small for that. Although, honestly, it's probably pretty close. It probably could be a Tetra. And then even a Crisis Suit, as weird as that sounds. If you just loaded that thing up with guns, you could maybe 3D print a bit or maybe green stuff something and have it like breathing fire to represent like a Tau Flamer. I think it's probably about the right size to be a Crisis Suit too. And of course, all those units fly, so it makes sense. If you really wanted to, I could probably turn this into a Kroot thing, but like turning bird dinosaurs into bugs is a little bit of a stretch even for me. So I probably would leave that as a Vespid conversion instead. Again, I just keep repeating myself. They are very cool models. They're very interesting and unique. Very well made. I like the heads on these things. The riders look cool as well. Definitely, if if I had a Sylvaneth army, I would definitely be excited about these and want them for my force. So, this next unit is these guys. So these are the Revenant Seekers. And as far as I can tell just from looking at them, I believe it's the same kit, even though they're only showing 2 of these. And they had a few more of the other ones. Or maybe I'm just mistaken. But they look like they're the same kit, just like a different build for it. Different riders, it looks like, mostly. And yeah, I'm not sure how different they will play in game. Obviously, they'll have a different role, but it's cool when they have multiple build options for the kit, so you can really make them play the way you want to with these large bug monster things. And then, of course, to go with these guys, just as with the Skaven, you are going to have your new Battle Tome book, so that'll have all your good new rules, updates, and stratagems and whatnot. And as far as I've heard, and maybe again you can let me know this in the comments because I don't play Sigmar, it seems to me like the Sigmar releases have been met with a lot less criticism and been a lot smoother than the 40k ones. It's not so crazy with like game imbalance and like things being broken and them having to FAQ stuff literally a week after the book comes out. So hopefully, you get this and everything's all good and you're good to play for a good long while with all your new stuff and no issues on that front like us sad 40k people have to deal with every 5 seconds. Our books are invalid. Now, this might not be interesting to most people. This was kind of like a lackluster reveal, and it seemed like the vibe was kind of dying at this point for this stream, which I don't really know why. They did reveal quite a bit of stuff, I thought. Maybe just not what people were expecting. But this is them saying basically, kind of like with the World Eaters with the 40k one, that the Cities of Sigmar is coming. It is coming, and it's going to be a big release. They're saying there's going to be a lot of stuff coming. And so for those who don't know, this is like your normal mortals. These are not your like Sigmarines and all that. These are your normal people, your flintlock rifles, your halberds, your cavalry charges with your normal humans on horses and knights and stuff. That's what this faction is, and it's been missing from the game for a long time. They were really big and popular in fantasy, of course, with the Empire, So they've just got some little like symbols here and things that, little decorations for their armor and whatnot. They don't have anything to show yet, but they promise that it is going to be a big release. So I would assume this is going to be the next big new army for Age of Sigmar, which again, like that's going to be pretty exciting. I think there's going to be a lot of cool kits that come from that, and there's probably going to be stuff that we can all steal from there. Now, after that, this is probably like the most boring thing for me because I don't give a shit about rules and things. But this is your General's Handbook. I'm sure this will be exciting for some people. Um, Again, this, as far as I know, this is just like giving you like new ways to play, new missions, and things of that nature. I think the last one for you guys was like the Tales of, not Tales. I think it's gonna say the Tales of Gur, but I think that's like the Tabletop Titans thing. I don't really know. Like I said, I don't play Sigmar, but hopefully this is exciting for somebody. And after that, we're getting near to the end. We have some Black Library releases sprinkled in here. So they're doing this new thing where they're like, here's a cool character we've made, and then also here's a book about them. So this dude here on the screen, this vampire boy, is Kato Edgehear. I don't know. Maybe I said that wrong. Probably did. Looks very cool. And I didn't even read the article. I just looked at him and I was like, oh, he looks like he's probably like an anti-hero kind of guy. And sure enough, that's exactly what he is. Which, that's, those are some of the best characters in their books, especially in the fantasy books. Like, everybody loved the Malice Darkblade books. I personally also loved the Archeon books. Following who's objectively a very bad dude doing bad things, but you can't help but root for him. And like I said, this model is really cool. I could see a lot of people converting this into different things. He could probably be a cool Inquisitor or Witch Hunter if you just got rid of the vampire head. You could probably even just paint him a little bit less evil looking. But yeah, it's a cool model, well made. I like the big sword on his back. I like the details on his armor. Yeah, and hopefully the book is good. You know what? Maybe I'll even pick it up. I have never read an Age of Sigmar book yet. I'm still salty about fantasy going away and them messing with it, but maybe this will be the first one because maybe this is going to be like the new Malice for me. And there's the picture for the book that he's in. It's called The Hollow King, and it says that this guy is like haunted by the ghosts of people that he lost, and very tragic. But it does say that he's an anti-hero, so he's definitely not doing all good things. Following that, we have we got a squat here. It's the cooler squat anyway. This is apparently Drekkie Flint. And he's again going to be a character in an upcoming book. And, really cool looking model. A lot cooler in my opinion than what they've shown for the 40k squat so far. I might even pick this guy up for my Space Pirate army. As you know, I've got the squats leading that. He's got this magnificent beard. He's got a great big axe. He's got a cool, multi-barrel weird pistol thing. And I think actually he would fit right in. From the little blurb we see about his story, it does seem like he actually is a pirate. So it says like he steals from the rich and maybe might give some to the needy, who knows, kind of thing. So yeah, I think he would actually fit right in with my guys. Not sure exactly what I would run him as, but could be a cool addition to my little force. Yeah, like I said, he's actually one of probably my favorite Caradron models they put out. Very unique. I like his axe a lot. The face sculpt is actually better than a lot of the other ones. And yeah, here's a little image of the book. It's called The Argonaut's Oath. And yeah, it does say that he is kind of pirate-ish in his way of going through the world of Age of Sigmar. Now, here we come to our last reveal of the day, and this is kind of unexpected for me. I hadn't seen anything about these coming up, but I guess now you can take those Ogoroids in a unit. These are the Ogoroids Therodons, they're called. I probably said that wrong. But again, like, very cool looking models. Like I said, I haven't This whole Warhammer Fest, there hasn't been one model that I looked at and was like, ooh, I don't like that, it looks bad. Like, if I had a Slaves of Darkness or Chaos Army for Age of Sigmar, I would definitely think about including these guys. Looks like they have some head options, some weapon options. They can have big axes or swords and shields. Personally, I don't think these guys look quite as striking or cool to me as the individual ones that they made for Warcry. I think I like just like the poses and the look of those ones a little bit better. I think maybe those are supposed to be like characters and this is like a unit of them. But, you know, that's just personal preference. Like I said, they're very cool models, and I'm sure a lot of people will like those. And that pretty much wraps things up. I don't know why this reveal show didn't seem like it was quite as well received as the 40K one. I mean, to me, it looks like they still showed off a lot of stuff, a lot of cool stuff. Maybe nothing quite as big or exciting as like the World Eaters news and all that chaos stuff they showed for 40K. Hard to follow that, I guess. But let me know in the comments what you guys think, what you liked, what you disliked, if any of this stuff is exciting for you, or if you're going to be kit bashing any of it. And yeah, I will be back again tomorrow for the third day of the reveal stream, or of the third day of the reveals. That's all the small skirmish games, so like Warcry, Necromunda, Kill Team, all that stuff. So I'm hopeful that there's something going to be in there that's really going to jump out at me and make me excited, make me want to buy it. Because so far, there hasn't really been anything that's really jumped out for me personally, even though they've all been very cool models. So, as always, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow.